Clover. Good girl. Heel. Pressure's on. Watch this. Pressure's off. Pressure's on. Pressure's off. Good. So when we're working on heel with our dogs, the first thing you should know is that the word heel means their head is at the level of your heel. When you're looking down at your dog on the walk, their head should be slightly to the left and behind. So pretend there's like an imaginary circle here, like a strike zone in baseball. Her head should always be there. If it moves out of that position, that's when the e-collar turns on. But the cool thing is that once they're done testing, they hold themselves accountable for staying in heel, so I'm not spending my whole walk clicking. Notice she tested it right at the beginning, and then now she's good. So this is our nice walk in heel. Notice I'm not even holding the leash. I'm gonna click there. Going down to sniff also should be clicked because the sniffing will lead to pulling you, going on a trail, and not in heel. It's kind of like a kid in class texting or throwing spitballs. So she's got to be focused just on the walk. Notice how she's following my left leg where I'm going. Good girl. And it gets better as we go. Now, if I notice she's pushing ahead a little bit, watch this. Pressure's on, pressure's off. It doesn't get any more clear than that because if she's by my leg, she doesn't feel this at all. If she moves, creates a gap, pressure turns on. So she's like, oh, I want to stay by her leg. What a good girl. So then we can work on this with every walk, work on her staying in this nice position. And notice it has nothing to do with being restrained by a leash. I'm not even holding on to a leash. We've actually taught her to stay in this position on her own. I love that. When I stop, oh, good girl, she should sit. I love that she's looking up at me. We worked really hard on that. Her eye contact definitely was not there at the beginning. Stay. Be very clear and give her a stay command. Another thing she did not have when she came to us, she was just wild and all over the place. So as we're working on our stay, just know that if she makes a mistake, it would just be N-O, click, and then repeat the stay if needed. I love that. I was gonna ask her to down next, but she offered it on her own. The down is just even a more committed stay than the sit. Very nice. Beautiful. Oh, good girl. No. Stay. See how that works? So when she broke her stay command, the verbal N-O, and then what I do is click, click, click. I keep clicking until she goes back down. One click sometimes is just not enough. So to make it very clear to them, I'm clicking the whole time. I'm also giving her information with my hand. And each time she makes a mistake and gets corrected, it strengthens it, and you should have to be correcting her less and less. Then her stay commands are just going to be completely bomb-proof, meaning you can't even get her to break. This will be so helpful when the baby comes. Really good for her to have impulse control. She is such a fun dog, but it's good for her also to know how to be still when needed. Okay, now she's off leash. Let's work on that recall. So the pattern for that is the word, C-O-M-E, paired with the tone. Come, good girl, stay, nice. So she comes to me, I praise her, she comes and stays. She doesn't come and then go off again. That's what she's learned. Now from here, I could either tell her to stay, I could put her in heel, or I could release her. I'm gonna try one more thing with her just to make sure she can do this. Clover, down, beautiful. Remember the first time we started working that, she would try to come towards us? She's learned so much. Clover, break, yay! There's an organic recall. Good girl, hi baby, hi. All right, that's what we call a tone-only recall. Stay, good girl, break. So she's moving away from me. Let's say her owners want to take her hiking. They need to recall her. She might not be able to hear them. All they would have to do is start tapping the tone here. She does an immediate 180 and comes back to me. What we're done is open door just means wait for permission to be let through. Good girl, break. When we end our walk, it's not craziness inside. I'm gonna put her right on place. Place, toe a little bit. That helps her on. This is a new bed. It's good to, it'll be good for you guys to see me work her through this. Place. Okay, now I'm gonna correct her. Okay, good. I was just about to correct her for not trying something. Good girl. So it's a new bed. She hasn't been on it yet. No. Good. I walk away, she steps off, I press and hold. She gets back on, I say good. A really good habit to do after walks is to come in and put them on place. Don't come in and let them have post-walk zoomies. Let her hang out there for a little while. It really calms her down.